Steve put the note down about Mr. Corrigan. He was really, really nice to a young part-time assistant coach a long, long time ago, and was great for the ACC, so I was glad to see that we did the moment of silence for Mr. Corrigan before the game started. I thought that was nice. Our locker room is a lot more fun today, to say the least, than it has been, and I think we did some things that were really good, but at the same time, I know where Jimmy is. We've had 2 games this year where we didn't have our point guard, but didn't realize it until the day before the game, and that is really hard, and especially as good as Chris is. I think that's a tremendously big blow for them. I hope that we would have played really well if he had been in the game, but I know this, that I don't want to evaluate Jimmy's team, but I think they're a lot better team when they have him, their point guard, who's their leading scorer. So I feel badly for Jimmy at that time, but feel better for our guys, to say the least. First thing I thought about at halftime, I looked at, and then looked at the end of the game, is 32 assists on 40 baskets, and I think we did share the ball better today. And if you share the ball better, you usually end up getting better shots. We shot a much better percentage than we had in quite a while, so it felt good to have some things going our way, and ball going in the basket. We made the decision this morning that I would play B-Rob. I told the TV people, somebody before the game, that yesterday we played him. We do, and when we're doing offensive group work or offensive stuff, we go 3 plays, 3 plays, 3 plays, and so we let B-Rob participate in 3 out of every 9, and he still felt good this morning. He's got some shots up today, and I think he felt good. It's just the neck problem, I guess, when you have an accident like that, it does cause it to bother you quite a bit. But Doug even massaged him during every time out. So, but it's happy for B-Rob to get back out there. And needless to say, we need his shooting ability, we need his leadership, and even got an offensive rebound for a basket too. So it's a good day for us. Mondo 19 and 12, even 7 assists. You look down through there, had a lot of guys, and I think like 5 guys that had at least 4 assists. So some good things happened to us today. And again, I feel badly for Jimmy and his club, what they go through with that kind of surprise for you. It's not easy.
The other night in Blacksburg, you said the kids needed a reward.
Mm-hmm.
How good does it feel when they got that reward and they got it in the fashion that they did today?
I think they do feel really good. I think they should feel happy, feel some reward for some of the hard work, and because they, for the most part, they've come to practice and tried, and nobody's taken the days off, and I think that part you just got to keep getting better. I was discouraged in the second half because I thought they kept just driving the ball to the basket and laying it up against us, and but other than that, I think I felt good about it, and darn right they have to feel really good about it.
32 assists and 40 baskets. Sounds like Dean Smith basketball.
Well, it should be. It's North Carolina basketball. It's the way I've always known it. And Steve told me it tied or broke. Tied the record for the most assists since I've been here. And, you know, usually we have a lot of chance for more assists because we play at such a faster pace. And we haven't played at a faster pace very much this year. But share the ball. You guys have heard me. I've complained about the defense and standing around so much, but I don't think we stood very much today. I think we moved intelligently without the ball.
To move to get the 880th win after waiting for as long as you have for it, are you glad it's behind you now?
Yeah, you know, but I would have been just as happy if it had happened 4 or 5 games ago. I really did, guys. I know some people don't believe me. I didn't even realize that until Jones Angel told me this summer that we were that close, and I desperately wanted number 9 for this team, and I'm being very honest. You know, when hopefully I'll live some after I quit, and I'll be able to, somebody will say, yeah, you won some games, and I'll say, yeah, they were a lot of fun, but I really haven't tried to evaluate where I am or anything like that, because that usually means you're ready to quit, and I hope I'm not ready to quit.
Were you expecting Miami to run as much zone as they did?
Yes. Yeah. I think you take away their point guard and guy that establishes their defense up front, and they played some zone against us almost every year we've played.
How are you able to have so much success against the zone today?
Ball in the basket. I mean, I know you guys get tired of hearing that, but ball goes in the basket, guys. Everything looks a lot better, and we had some good shots. And B-Rob being back out there because he is our best shooter statistically, and we didn't have him the other night. And one more basket gone in, it would have helped us. And so I think that, and I think he missed his first 2, I think. And so to do that afterwards was good for him too.
Is there an update on Jeremiah Francis?
Yeah, he came in yesterday, and it was just stiff. And guys, it's something I've told you. We're managing it every single day, and it was just stiff and a little swollen, which it's been periodically all throughout the year. And so, yeah.
You guys have had so much go wrong lately. Was there a point tonight where you felt, this afternoon, where you felt like, okay, things are actually going, or even with Miami's situation, but that you were going to be able to take advantage of that?
Yeah, I mean, it's easier to guard Miami when that little rascal's not in there, so that helps you, to say the least. But I think shots are going in, but I'm the guy that was in the stands. The only game I saw for North Carolina my first year as a high school coach was the 8 points in 17 seconds. So I'm a guy that really never thinks the game's over until I hear the horn. But I did think that some things were going good for us. And Coach Davis jumped on them at halftime a little bit because they didn't have any smiles on their face. And I think you've got to enjoy playing well, but the only thing is I yelled at Garrison during the game because he had a big smile on his face, but he'd just let the guy drive right by him for a layup. And because I want you to have that inner satisfaction and the inner joy of playing. But I do think we had some things going for us, as you said, and the biggest one is Chris not playing. But starting out, I didn't think, we scored one basket maybe on our second or third possession, and I thought we played out there for 4 or 5 minutes without ever having a shot go in. But I thought some good things happened.
Anybody else?
Pardon?
You mentioned how badly you just wanted number 9.
Yeah, for this team.
Right.
Yeah.
How do you try and bottle this up and sort of keep it going for the next month and a half?
Have no idea. If I did, we wouldn't have lost all those other suckers. We'll practice tomorrow. I say what I said at the press conference. It's corny, but we're going to practice tomorrow just like we practiced Thursday and just like we practiced the day before the Virginia Tech game, trying to get better. But I do think that every game that you win gives you a little more confidence. And I think we were shaken, whatever word you want to use. The lack of confidence a lot of times makes you make mistakes because you're timid. Lack of confidence a lot of times makes you miss a shot. So hopefully it'll give them a little confidence to do some things better too. So,
Roy, as kind of bleak as things have been during all of these injuries and everything, have you allowed yourself some optimism in terms of, now we've seen Brandon Robinson put 3 20-point scoring games together. Garrison has become a scorer too when he needs to be, and with the possibility of Cole coming back, like, is there any? Have you allowed yourself kind of to have that optimism that maybe?
Yes and no. But Coach Wooden told me one time that before every season started, and some of you old guys have heard this, that he got an envelope and a piece of paper and wrote down every game and whether he thought they were going to win or lose. And then after the season's over, get it out and say how close he came. And he told me that personally. I said, God, Coach, I couldn't do that. He said, why? And I said, that'd make me feel like I was looking ahead, So that's part of the answer to the question is I really do, guys. I worry about the negative stuff with my kids and not the confidence and everything. But I don't try to say, oh gosh, if we do this today, we'll be better 3 games from now. But yet, as a coach, you've got to coach for long term. And I'm not sure. I think Lucas said earlier in the year we beat Elon or Gardner Webb, and I was a little frustrated. Every day I coach for the whole season. But during that game, I got to coach that day's game. But yeah, I think you always try to look forward and decide what you can do that's going to help you out long term. And we can use it as an excuse or a reason or whatever way you want to look at it. It's before today's game, Miami had 18 games that started, same 5 guys all 18 games, and we haven't had that. And yet before today's game, Miami had already played Louisville twice and Duke twice. And so there's a reason their record might not have been as good if they hadn't had those, because those have proven so far to be the 2 best teams in the league. But every day you try to coach to get better for the long haul, and so I do that. But I don't look ahead too much. No. I have no idea who the crap we play after Monday night. I really don't. I know it's an ACC game. That's all. Who?
BC next Saturday here.
Thank you. Monday, though.
I do know who will play Monday.